Hi. Okay, yes, I'm back in my room because I went upstairs to do a video and it's 95 degrees up there, so there's just no way I'm going to sit up there and try to tape. Anyway, this is just going to be a quick update. My uncle went into the hospital, and this whole COVID thing is like just such a nightmare. I hate the world that we have become because of it. I actually broke up. I can't even talk. I don't know why I'm attempting this because I cannot talk. I broke out a bottle of wine tonight because I can. Um, but he went to the hospital Tuesday morning. I'm not going to go into all the detail. I mean, it's exhausting. I went to a hospital I normally wouldn't go to because EMS talked me into it. Not happy, but it is what it is. Um, he, with the hospital, I'll just say this. There were some things that happened that were not good. I went today at 8 o'clock. I did not call to find out, and it's my fault. I did not call to find out what their policy was, etc., etc. I guess I was just thinking because we were talking about hospice, they said they got in at 8, and I said, okay, I'll see you in the morning. Not thinking because all the other times we just go to the hospital, hey, we're here, okay, we'll see ya. Well, they don't take visitors until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, is what I found out. But the security guard that was on duty there was a total blank. Because I went in there, I asked what room my uncle was in, and he asked for the name, and he wasn't nice to begin with. And then he called somebody, I don't know who he talked to, but he said, your uncle has just been transferred to U of M. And I'm like, what the hell? What are you talking about? I'm the POA. Nobody called me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm getting upset. I admit I was getting into hysterics because you guys are telling me that my uncle is gone and nobody, you won't talk to me. And instead of saying, hey, calm down, let me get somebody to talk to you, he asked me to leave. And he said they left 10 minutes ago. And I was in hysterics. I'm not going to lie. I was not a happy camper. But he was a jerk. He wasn't nice at all. I said some things I probably shouldn't have. I went to my car, and I'm crying. I'm in hysterics. I'm like, what the hell? You guys, ship my uncle out. Nobody tells me, what's going on. I mean, he wasn't in that kind of condition where, especially because that's a specialized hospital. So I called and they transferred me to this person, to this person, to this person, to that person. And they were like, finally, the nurse that would be on his floor got on the phone and she said, he's here. I'm about ready to give him his medicine. Everything's fine. And I'm like, it's not fine. Not what I just went through is not fine. I mean, and they said they would look into it, they would try to find out what happened, blah, blah, blah. So then that's when she told me that visitation was at 1, which I was already in a bad mood, so I wasn't happy about that. So I said, after some exchanges, I wasn't like mean or rude or said anything, but I was not happy. I said, I'll see you at 1. And I'm pissed. I start to drive home, and then the hospice lady called me. Super nice. I mean, she was super nice. She talked to me for almost an hour, and because I had pulled over and explained what happened, and it just went on and on and on, and we talked for a while. So she was able to get me calmed down. And as much as I don't like this hospital, they have a new ER. That all went good. When he went through the ER, they were nice. They were professional. They, were on the ball. And I was like, okay, not bad. This is going good. But we've had bad experiences with the actual hospital. And So that was an issue. So it was today was my first actual visitation. So then they tell me, I calmed down, went home, said I'd be back. And the hospice lady said that she, just to call her, make sure. So I did. I called her, said I'm here. I had picked up a sandwich for my uncle because I didn't know. I didn't care if I had to throw it away. I wanted to make sure that he did have something to eat. He wasn't in really bad spirits. He seemed okay. And he did appreciate the sandwich that I did bring because the lunch that they brought him was not something he could really easily eat. And you have to understand with this whole mask thing, I don't hear well. I tend to follow people's lips when they're talking to me to better follow them. So when somebody has a mask on, I can't see them talking to me. All I hear is, what? So I know I get a lot of hate for the whole mask thing. I get a lot of hate for that. I wore a mask. You put it on, even under my nose, it's uncomfortable. Half the people were wearing them. Some nurses had them, some nurses didn't. Some doctors had them, some doctors didn't. What? Why? I was fine with people not having the mask on. I was fine with that. I actually prefer that. It is what it is. But then, so I found out that and this doesn't make sense to me, you're only allowed one visitor a day. The same visitor can come morning, noon, and night, so to speak. I said, that makes no sense. So you're telling me I can come here at 1 o'clock, say I leave at 3, go shopping, go all over the place, then come back. What difference does that make if I come after being all over the place if somebody else comes, like my son or my daughter, if they were to come see him? What difference does that make if it's a different person? It makes no sense to me because my son is more precaution, it takes more precaution than I do. And people will say, well, that's not right. Or, again, I get a lot of hate for a lot of stuff. And it's okay. I don't care. This is my thought. This is my feelings. This is how I perceive things. It is what it is. People can hate me for it. They can agree with me. They can disagree. Whatever. I don't care. So I was tempted to ask my son, say, hey, go see him tonight and see what happens. Because they're not checking anybody. How do they really know that somebody different came in there unless somebody knew I was there or somebody, how do they know that? They're not watching, and people are walking in there like, no, if you know where you're going, you know what you're doing, the security guard is not stopping anybody. It was just not a good situation this morning, and being asked and being told I had to leave. I did not want to get arrested. I did not want to be put in handcuffs. I didn't want to create a scene. Though I thought about it, but I thought better against it. Because my uncle's more important than that, than me doing something really stupid. So, but he has congestive heart failure, and I feel like he's going down the same boat as my aunt. And it's scary because he is going into rehab. And when he goes into rehab, are they going to let us come see him? And it's really hard to tell somebody, I can't come and see you. They won't allow it. I wouldn't like it. It's hard on people not being able to see a loved one at least at some point. And the fact that my daughter and I are like a team makes it really hard because they allow one person. And here's the other thing. One person can visit. But if you have a mother with a younger daughter, that's okay. Or a mother with a child is okay. That's 2 people. So, and I get it, it's a child, but why can't I come with my daughter? It's 2 people. We do a team. My son and I are a team. My daughter and I are a team because we both have power of attorney. If there's a question financially, talk to him. Medically, talk to me. We're there. We're a team. And there's we're such a small family, and I think that's part of the problem, is that because we're so small, we're so tight knit, it's hard for us to accept the fact, to be told no, that you cannot see a loved one when we're used to being there for them. And we're looking at possibly putting my uncle in a nursing home. Now, he perceives a nursing home as in the day when his mother was in a nursing home, and that was like 40 years ago or better. It's not like that today. And he worked for General Motors, and I found out that they will pay for 8 months of a nursing home to give us time to come up with something to get situated, etc., which was amazing. And so that was good news today. But it isn't what it is, because I tried to explain to him, when you go to rehab, that's a nursing home. He doesn't get it, and it's okay. So we're talking about that. So we're gonna, we're looking into some things. But the hard part is not being allowed to see him. And you're between a rock and a hard place, because it's like, if you come home, I can't take care of you the way you need to be taken care of. I don't know. It's crazy. So anyway, I'm having a glass of wine, a mug of wine, whatever you want to call it. It's just like, it's an ice cup. I don't care. I don't get all fancy. Cheers. Because I can. He's not here. I don't have to worry about it. I am going to indulge tonight. Because it's been a rough day. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. There is more, but I'm going to leave it at that. It's just, going on this ride. So, and with this COVID thing, it's just, they're making it so insanely difficult. And just a last note, my sister went to the store, and she said people are starting to do the hoarding again, because this one lady, she had some stuff, and she goes, I'm getting ready for the second wave, because they talk about the second wave. So people are going in there, buying the toilet paper, buying the paper towel, buying whatever, getting ready for the second wave. Oh, dear Lord. I mean, I'm not saying that there won't be something, but I digress. I'll talk to you guys later. I just wanted to pop on here and kind of like give an update, because the time goes by really fast, and I've just been kind of going crazy. So y'all have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.